Alright, so begin with the bottom, fold the bottom. Minimum requirement for repetitions in that training is 3, because I really want to focus on stimulating my central nervous system and practicing a skill rather than just blindly exerting force. Alrighty, so let's take a look. This here is my warm-up set, and what you want to be thinking about here is maintaining your activations. Now here with my front, I'm working on a different technique. I'm no longer having dorsiflexion. Good morning, beautiful people. It is Saturday, the 15th of March, and we are 2 weeks out of the Melbourne competition. So today, we're gonna go for a swim. It's the final day of summer. Well, it's what feels like the final day of summer. The next week is going to be top at 20, pretty cold, back to traditional Melbourne weather. So we're gonna try and make most of our final summer day. Go for a swim, do some cooking, and yeah, just enjoy the vibes. Tomorrow, it's raining. We'll see if Carnegie goes ahead. If it doesn't, I'm just do a quick commentary on my training as I try and peak for competition. Well, look who decided to join us. Alrighty guys, so that was a pretty good walk. I now have a fig, the ultimate pre-workout. It's not, but it's just so tasty, so I'm gonna love eating this. And because in Australia the sun is extra potent, feel free to DM me more information about that. We're gonna have a lot of sunscreen on. Yes.
Why do you put like the most Bergen accent when you don't even talk like that?
I don't.
Alrighty guys, that is not how you talk.
This fig, you can tell, look at it. It's amazing. Looks a bit like a demogorgon, but like, it's like so sweet, so juicy. Like got that honey flavor. Oh man.
So you do agree it looks like that?
Hmm?
So you do agree
Right.
it looks like that?
It's actually perfect. Oh, amazing. Amazing.
Stop talking with that fake accent.
It's not a fake accent.
It's literally not.
Guys, I don't put it on. If you've been in Europe and you've seen me talking, you know I talk like this normally.
No, you don't.
I do.
You never talk like that with me.
Yeah.
I do. When have you ever talked like that? Literally never.
It is amazing. So I just finished the swim. It's pretty good. The thing about swimming is I really feel it in my left arm and right arm. So bad for my biceps. Well, it's good for my biceps and that lets me slowly rehab it with like minimal pain on the tendon. It's not really effective rehab unless you do it multiple times, but a good way of exercising in the morning and not pushing yourself too far. So we just finished our swim. I've got some lovely boba here. Cold, refreshing. If you can guess my order, you get plus 10 points. Shoot down in the comments below. And this is Sab's.
No, don't
Yeah.
film me. Don't film me. Cut
Alright,
that out.
okay,
Don't
okay.
film me. Cut that out. This is my order. You better cut that out. I'm being
not
serious.
cutting it out.
No, cut that out. No, literally.
But yes. Did too much swimming. Got so much lactic acid building up. I really hope I'm not too sore tomorrow. And then afterwards we're gonna go home, have some all bran, and then get a haircut because like my hair's hella long. Alrighty guys, this is lunch day. It's about 1:40. Doesn't look that appetizing, but there's caramelized banana and caramelized yellow peaches in here, like that. It is so good. Like, it's so tasty. Anyway, what I was thinking of doing in this video is essentially explain how I structure my training program, which is a 4-week program, and basically explain the reasons why you'd want to include or not include certain things based on factors going on in your life, such as age, experience, weight, etc. So hopefully give you a good understanding of how you guys should be programming or can be programming. Maybe give you some things to try out. Alright, so just got the haircut. Not much has been taken off, which is good, but definitely good to have my hair out of my eyes now. And now we are going shopping in shopping centre in Melbourne.
Can you concentrate? You don't know.
So we required a sink, plug, a basket, and some funnels. What are the funnels for?
For dispensing my spices into my spice jars.
Yeah.
Do you want any?
If you guys know Lei Hao from Time City Workout, he would love this. Or this. Big capybara fan. It's been a hectic day and I'm feeling out of it. It's about 6 p.m, so I'm gonna do some cooking soon. But got some Pepsi Max that my girlfriend gave me for free. As in, she didn't pay for it. But so I've got that to enjoy. Very refreshing. Got some black singlets, Anko brand, which CJ and Cooper know all too well. Should be good for the gym fits. And then we got a ton of groceries. And actually, how cool is this? So these are the books that I got. I got number 1. I think it's Crime and Punishment by Fyodor Dostoevsky. Really cool. And I've got The Best of Ernest Hemingway, which I'm really excited to read probably sometime over the next few weekends. So I've had a bit of a cooking frenzy, and so I'll take you through what I've got. So have some tortilla, lovely. I'm Australian and I have stir-fried some kangaroo. Yes, this is not beef mince, this is kangaroo mince with various spices and some peppers. And then I made these ages ago, but these are pickles. And this is vegetables that are soon to be pickled, but be light and fresh and go really well with my tortillas. So got some cheese, gonna toast the tortillas now and eat some lovely food. So this is a little hack, but what you can do is actually put your tortilla on your frying pan to get a nice crispy char on it. Then I'm gonna add the cheese onto the tortilla once I've flipped it, and then use that to put it on my plate. Now, the great thing about kangaroo mince is that unlike beef mince, which is like, you know, your 80-20 split, so 80% protein, 20% fat, or a 90-10, kangaroo is only 2% fat. So it's really good for you. You can't have too much though, because it's extremely high in iron. So yeah, really great for women too, for that, in that regard, who are deficient in iron, because kangaroo will have like, it's like an insane amount, which is why you can't actually have too much of it. If you were eating it every day, it would be really bad for you. Right, so you can see the edge is starting to come up now, which just means it's starting to get crispy on that side. So now it's kind of crispy, so you get underneath it, flip that bad boy. As you can see, it's got some hot marks on it, which means it's got some caramelization, which adds to the flavor. Now, you grab your cheese. Remember, you're going to be making a wrap with it. So, bam, bam. Yeah, be nice and cheesy. I'll save some for my girlfriend. Now, basically, you want to wait until this part crisps up, till then you want to actually finish it. Alright, so begin with the bottom, fold the sides. I know this type of meal is popular among other calisthenics guys, because it's very easy, gets good macros if you care about macros. I for one don't. I try to eat healthy when I can. Fold it. Alright, taste review guys. Banging. So, why is it so good? Well, kangaroo, still moist. The pickles, nice sharp, provide some acidity in contrast. And then you have the cheese, and the cheese is well, mozzarella. Who doesn't like mozzarella? Alright, so you guys know Sab, and you know how brutal she can be with her food reviews, and just generally. This is mine, this is hers. As you can see, there's good caramelization on the wrap, which you didn't get initially. Sab, what are your thoughts?
Honest thoughts?
Yep, be brutal. Let the people know if it's worth pursuing. I mean, it's worth pursuing in of itself because it is kangaroo.
I think if you're on a diet, it's worth pursuing, because I'm personally not finding a whole heap of flavour. I personally like my food a bit more, you know, a bit more oomph to it.
Yeah, maybe more spice.
A bit more on the bland side. You could have added a few more. I mean, I know that we were limited on veggies, but...
And time.
Yeah, could have added some, I think even some lettuce, a bit of avocado or something.
Yeah, true. Salsa, that would have been going hard.
Yeah, and tomato would have been good.
Yeah, look, guys, I cooked this in 30 minutes, but what'd you rate out of 10?
6.
Oh.
Wait, play again. Should I say 7?
Well, guys, I at least think it's at least a 7.5 and very good for you. So, yeah. Alright guys, what I'm going to do for the final part of this video is just showcase my training from today. I'll do some commentary and hopefully you guys find it helpful. So, unfortunately Carnegie Sesh isn't happening today because it's raining like a madman outside. But I've got here my training program and training principles. So I thought I'd talk through it. So 3 days a week is training, and the minimum requirement for repetitions in that training is 3, because I really want to focus on stimulating my central nervous system and practicing a skill rather than just blindly exerting force. I think conceiving of your training as practice rather than training is really important. You think of it almost like how a piano player would practice the piano. You want to be practicing the skills, and having a minimum requirement of 3 repetitions allows you to achieve that. Second principle of training is to have a minimum of 5 minutes rest in between your sets, because once again, you're working on your central nervous system, not rather just simply hypertrophy, and so you need to feel strong. Third requirement is essentially how you break down your weeks of training. So you want to have some form of periodization when you're giving your body and its central nervous system time to recover. So week 1 for me is moderate, week 2 is heavy, week 3 moderate again, and then week 4 will be very heavy or high intensity. And the way you can conceive of intensity is basically the percentage effort that you're putting into each movement. So a very high intense skill for me would be like Maltese, or like a really long combo where I've got nothing left in the tank. But a moderate set would just be like a 1-1-1, or even just like 3 presses, because we've got the 3 repetition requirement. I'm probably not strong enough to do it all the time by myself, so I have to use a blue band to assist me. So that basically covers training. What then am I doing on the other days? So I'm trying to currently run 2 or 3 days a week. I've recently found running to be really fun, especially where I'm living now by the Yarra. It's very beautiful, so it's really cool for that perspective. Additionally, it's helping me slim down, just a few extra calories, so that's not bad. And then the final reason why I've liked running is that I can play my music, some hard wave, and because I'm not running too hard, my mind can wander, and often the music actually stimulates in my mind different combinations that makes me excited about training the next day. So next time you go for a run, just think about your combinations and listening to the music that you love, and hopefully it stimulates something within you. Additionally, I like to do, sometimes on the same days as I go for a run, but otherwise a separate day, I like to do some handstand training. Handstands has always been a weakness for me, and whilst my thumb is injured, it's a better exercise to do than blasting parallettes all the time. So usually some light work where I'm balancing against the wall or just doing attempts, but the trick is not to push too hard and push myself to failure. Rather, once again, you are practicing a skill. Now, I hope this covers basically the key principles of my training and my training split throughout the week. If you have any follow-up questions about it or you want some advice, feel free to leave a comment down below, because I would love to make more content on this type of, on this area, and your questions just give me ideas for producing more content. So this is why there's no Carnegie today. Alrighty, so let's take a look. This here is my warm-up set, and what you want to be thinking about here is maintaining your activations, sending all the correct neuromuscular signals throughout your body, whilst also having fun to get your brain in that elevated state. Here I've done 4 push-ups to press, and I actually failed the press. So retrospectively, what I'm thinking is that I probably should have only done 3 and worked more on my form to send the correct muscular signals to my body. Now, this was my attempt of 4-4-4. As you can see, it's very shabby, and I actually failed it. So it's even worse, because when you're training, you want to be training for success, so that your brain is reaffirming to itself that it can do this, it can perform this skill. I think I probably should have done a less intense exercise prior to attempting this set, which is kind of what I do in my next set, which is basically a press spam where I'm focusing on my form, once again telling my body that I can do this. And I think this is a great way to build confidence in a skill and also develop strength. Yeah, I'd say I'd be operating about 80% intensity here, which is kind of what I wanted. Now, here with my front, I'm working on a different technique. I'm no longer having dorsiflexion, and it's working, but I actually think it's not the reason why my front isn't improving. So, yeah, this planche, hold, press, coming down. I think I could work more on the negative to be more fast and have much more control over my body. But yeah, this is something that comes with time. Playing around with front, this felt a bit more comfortable. I think whether you have dorsiflexion or regular flexion doesn't make too much of a difference. It's kind of more about what you're more comfortable with and what you've trained with over time, because that's going to be easier on your nervous system. So at this stage of my training, I've taken a 10-minute break and I'm now moving on to some band performance. I'm trying longer combinations here whilst maintaining as good form as possible. And recently my focus has been perfecting my push-up form, because I think if you can lock in a really good dead stop push-up, it'll make the press transition so much easier. So maintaining hollow at the beginning and end of my positions is what's been really important to me in terms of focus. Overall, I think this was a pretty good training. Apart from the failure for my 444 attempt, I got good volume. I sent great nerve signals to the rest of my body, signaling it that I'm strong, that I will get stronger, and that I will improve. Also, I got the added benefit of figuring out, or I guess a step of knowledge about how I can be improving my front lever. Now, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out in the comments. I will try my best to get back to you. But if I don't, I'll know that I'm definitely reading these comments and that I will use it for content in future videos, so your questions will get answered, definitely. Anyway, if you enjoyed, please feel free to subscribe, leave a like. It makes a huge difference for my channel and how much it's growing. Thanks.